Hi, primary friends. This is Miss Amy, and I wanted to share with you a project that I've been doing with the primary students during the month of August and September. I've been working with small groups of students from both of the primary classrooms, and we have been doing self-portraits. So first of all, what is a self-portrait? If I were drawing a portrait, I would be drawing a picture of someone else. But if I'm drawing a self-portrait, I'm drawing a picture of, myself. So today, what you're going to be working on is doing a self-portrait. And so the first thing that we wanted to focus on was what kind of skin color was the right color of paper to use for our skin. Now, I have very pale skin, but gosh, if I use this piece of paper, does that match my skin color? It's really too pale. My skin is not white like a piece of paper. And if I picked a darker one, does this one match my skin color? That's too dark. My skin is not that tan. And so I would want to choose something in between. And so I chose one that was a little bit closer to my skin tone. Now, I will be sending home some cutout pieces of paper, and so what I want you to see is how closely does the paper that came home to you match your skin color? Should it be a little bit lighter? Should it have been a little bit darker? So you can always put your arm next to the skin color paper to see how closely it matches. Now, what part of our body is this that we're going to be including in our self-portrait? We have our head, we have our neck, and we have our shoulders. All right, so we will be doing a self-portrait today that goes from the top of our head down to our shoulders. And I'm going to put this onto a clipboard. The second thing we did after we chose the color of skin, the paper that we were going to use, we chose a color to glue it onto. And you can just use regular construction paper that you have at home. You can choose any color to glue it onto. You could glue it onto white paper if you wanted. But this is just a 9-inch by 12-inch piece of construction paper. And I picked blue to be my background color today. So now we need to talk about what kind of things we should include on our self-portrait. So what things do we have one of on our face, and what things do we have two of on our face? So, you're probably thinking we have two eyes, right? And where are our eyes located on the top, on our face? Are they on the top of our head like a frog? No, they're not down here. They're not up here. They're kind of in the middle of our head. So what you will need to do is pick out a crayon or an oil crayon, oil pastel to use that matches your eye color. You have two eyes, and you're going to pick a color that matches the color of your iris, the colored part of your eye. Now, I'm going to be using oil pastels today. You can use crayons or colored pencils, whatever you have available at home. And I have blue eyes, so I'm choosing a blue oil crayon. And I want my eyes not on the top of my head, not down by my chin. I want them kind of in the middle. So I'm going to make two circles. 1, 2. And I'm going to color in those circles because that's the colored iris portion of my eye. Now, you may have noticed before that inside our eyes, we actually have a black dot, and that's called the pupil. So I'm going to take a black oil crayon next, and what I'd like you to do, too, is to put a small circle inside that colored circle. So I'm going to put a small black circle inside my colored circles. Now, our eyelids go above as well as below our eye. And the top one is shaped kind of like a frown, and the bottom one is shaped kind of like a smile. So I'm going to put the top eyelids in first. And I'm going to have these lines that are above, and I'm going to have lines that are below my eye. All right, and you see that those lines actually touch the colored portion of the iris. They sit right on top and are right below the iris. Now, for our nose, we only have one of those. We have two nostrils, but only one nose, and it comes down between our eyes. So I'm going to have a line that comes down and goes over at the bottom. That's like it's the bottom of my nose. And then when we're doing artwork, I know I'm always happy, so I like to put a smile on my self-portrait. Now you can see what color your lips are. Are they closer to a pink color? Are they closer to a red color? A lot of friends chose to do pink. I think I'm going to do a little bit more like a red color on mine. And there's my smile. All right, so we also have something on our eyes called eyelashes. So I can put a few of those in the corner, and they're touching the line that's the eyelid. And next, let's talk about what color your hair is. If you have blonde hair, you might choose something more like a yellow or a very light brown. So you might, there goes my camera. All right, you might choose something more like this or yellow if you have blonde hair. If you have brown hair, and I have dark brown hair, then I'm going to choose more of a brown colored oil crayon. And I'm going to start up here at the top of my head where my hair is. And I'm going to draw a lot of lines so that it covers up that peach part at the top. And I'm going to come down this way too. Now, if you are a boy, your hair might be a little bit longer, but it might also stop around your ears. And if you're a girl, you might have short hair, or yours might go down onto your back. So think about whether you have shorter hair or longer hair. I've had short and long hair in my life, and right now, even though you can't see it because my hair's in a bun, it goes down to around my shoulders. So I can extend these lines for hair all the way down. All right. So, now that I have finished with my hair, I'm noticing that my eyebrows are the same color as my hair. So I'm going to take that brown, and I have two eyebrows, one above each eye. And so I'm going to add a curved shape, kind of like a frown line, like a frowny face, above each one of my eyes for the eyebrows. Now, you can see that my neckline of my shirt is a little bit more like a V shape. The one you have on, if you're wearing a t-shirt today, might be more like a big giant smile line, a big curved line. So you can choose any color that you would like for your shirt. Here I'm choosing a blue color. And I have made a big smile line. It's like my smile up here, but even bigger. And it goes from one side of my neck all the way over to the other side of my neck. Now, my neck is the same tone as my face, but my shirt needs to be colored in. So I'm going to take my oil crayon and I'm going to color this portion down here as solidly as I can so that I don't see any of that skin tone color of the paper anymore. And I'm going to continue over, and I'm going to do the whole thing down here. And if I press really hard and have my lines very close together, then you wouldn't see any of that skin tone through. Now, I'm not going to finish this because I just want to show you what we're doing today, and you can take more time. You could put designs on your shirt. You can do whatever you would like. Now, you may remember, if you are a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old who was at Five Oaks last year, that this is a project we like to do at the beginning of each school year to do these self-portraits. And your teachers like to hang on to them so that they're able to see how you change from year to year. So if you are able to take the paper that I send home with from your teachers and to make your self-portrait, I would love to see a picture. If you can send me a picture at amy@fiveoaksacademy.com. That's AMY at fiveoaksacademy.com. But I know that your teachers would like to hang on to a copy. So you can put your name on the back of your paper, and then you can turn it back in the next time that your mom or dad happens to be coming up to school. And I know that your teachers would love to see the self-portrait that you've made at the beginning of the year. So I hope that you guys have fun. Later this month, I'll be starting a new project with the primary students, and I'll be sending you a video that goes along with that one too. So have fun, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.